Good morning. What's going on, guys? Dr. Lee here, author of Persist, How to Beat the Things That Make Us Quit. And today I just want to talk a little bit about faith and how that fits into our stories, how that fits into our lives, and how it's such an important piece to our walk and why it's important. All right, so you guys know I talk a lot about persistence, a lot about, staying after something in the face of adversity, pushing towards something even though things don't look like they're going well. All of that persistence, that persistence message is it stands on a foundation of faith. So this is a faith, believing in something that you necessarily can't see, having this superseding belief that is driving your actions. Your actions are based in this superseding belief, and that belief is your faith. And why is faith important? Faith is important because one, it points to something that's bigger than you, right? It points to a higher power that everyone else has access to, right? So it points to God. That's one of the reasons faith is so important. Faith is also important because it helps us to see our own personal limitations. So it helps us to see what we aren't able to do by ourselves. So, a lot of people will talk about, saying that they are self-made. They'll say, I'm self-made millionaire, self-made this, self-made that. And I think that's a misnomer because there's no way you can be self-made. There's no way you can be self-made in the world at any time, because you're always going to need people to help you. Even if you're an entrepreneur, you're always going to need people to buy your products. You're always going to need customers. If you're, trying to get into medical school, you're going to need admission boards. If you're trying to start a business, you're going to need other people to help you, suppliers, other companies. You're going to need people that host websites. No one is self-made. For you to say you have done everything yourself and you haven't had any help, that's impossible, because the world is connected in a way that community is a massive piece. Okay, so part of the reason that faith is so important is because it shows us that we need people, that it shows us that we have limitations. All right, one, it points to somebody higher than you. Two, it shows that you have limitations, that you can't do everything yourself. And the reason these two are important, and the way the kind of world works, and the way I believe God works is that faith walk is you pointing to something bigger than yourself and saying, okay, I'm going to keep pushing toward this, and if it's going to happen, it's out of my hands. I'm doing everything that I could do now, so it's out of my hands. So now God's got to make it happen, right? And the important thing about faith is that if you look at, and I challenge you to find a story. I challenge you to find someone's story that does not have a faith walk in it. Now, anybody that has built anything, any massive company, anybody that has accomplished anything, there has been faith moments. And those are moments where they're like, oh, I just kind of did this and I don't know how it happened. And this just kind of happened. Or I was in the right place at the right time. Or I had some good luck. Or, it was happenstance. And all of that, my friends, is where God kind of intertwines into your story. And he kind of, honors that faith that you step out on. You step out on faith, and then boom, something happens for you. So, I just want to encourage you guys today, your dream is going to require faith. Okay, your vision is going to require faith. It's going to require faith, and it's going to require persistence. That is the way the world works. That's the way building things work. There's no guarantees, okay? There's no absolute guarantees every step of the way. Okay, your dream is going to require faith. It's going to require it. So, having an understanding that our dream is going to require faith is when you find yourself in a moment when you're low, or you feel like, stuff isn't going your way. You feel like you're ready to give up, or you feel like this is not working. or this is not for me. Maybe I should change the plan. It's in those moments, right, that you have to lean on your faith. And faith is something we all have to have if we're pushing towards something out of the ordinary, okay? If we're pushing toward a big dream, something that's larger than you, something that's going to require a team that's bigger than you, then it's going to take faith, okay? So like I talked about before, faith points to the source of all things, right? So faith focuses on God, and then faith then also helps you to identify some of your personal limitations, things that you can't do by yourself, right? Nobody's self-made. Okay, so if you have this vision and you have this dream, this thing that you're trying to push toward, this thing that you want, right, it's going to require faith because you're going to need other people to come in, right, and help you accomplish that thing. Okay, so I just want to encourage you guys, if you are in a position today where you feel like stuff is not working fast enough, it's not working in your timeline, you don't see how everything's going to work, you don't see plan A, B, C, you don't see all the steps, then it's in those moments that you have to have that childlike faith, okay? That faith where you don't really understand, the faith that when you don't get it, you just continue to believe and have faith that this is what you're called to do, right? Everybody's going to have that walk, okay? Everybody's faith is going to be tested. And as I talk about persistence, it's rooted in the foundation of faith. So it's impossible to persist if you don't have faith. If you don't have faith or a belief that's higher, and all you're looking at is the natural, then it's going to be hard for you to persist because there's going to be opposition, there's going to be struggle, there's going to be challenge, because that's a part of the equation. Again, you can test me on this. Read anyone's biography, anyone's story. There's always going to be faith moments where they didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, think about a good movie that you like. Like, think about a movie that you've seen, right? There's always a moment of suspense, a moment where you don't really know, a moment where maybe there's a low moment and the character has to lean on their faith. It's part of our human experience is that you're going to have faith. In the dark, low moments, you're going to have faith. It's required. Okay, and it helps us to stay humble, helps us to point to source, helps us to point to God, and it helps us to realize that we need other people in our lives, right, to help us bring about the change or the difference that we want to make. Okay, so, I just want you guys to understand life is a journey, okay? There's hills, there's valleys, there's mountaintops, and there's valleys, okay? So there's when you're high, and there's going to be times when you're going to be low, okay? You're going to have this kind of emotional roller coaster. It happens to all of us. You're going to be motivated, then you're not going to be motivated. You're going to be motivated, then you're not going to be motivated. In the moments when you're not motivated, I just want to encourage you, contemplate and talk to yourself about pushing for one more day, having faith for one more day. Because each day is what we just got to get through one day at a time. Then we can go to sleep, reset, and try it again. Okay, so today is enough. So focus on getting yourself where you need to be today, right? And having faith for one more day. So like I'm talking about, faith is going to be required for your walk. So if you find yourself in a moment where you're low, lean on your faith. You have to lean on something that is higher than you. It has to be bigger than you. Okay, the end all be all cannot just be you, because your abilities are limited. Okay, no one is self-made. So you're going to need a team. You're going to need people around you. You're going to need God in your corner. There's no question about it. So how do you increase the odds that people are going to be in your corner? How do you increase the odds that you are in right alignment? And that's with faith. Okay, so that's with faith. That's with you taking steps, right, based in a higher belief than yourself. All right, guys. So I hope this helped you, and I hope you hear where I'm coming from. Is that this faith walk, all of this, right? This faith walk that's going to be required for you to persist in your dream. The faith walk is going to be required for you to persist in your dream. It's going to be based in you understanding that there's something bigger than you. There's a bigger plane that's being played. There's a source that's more powerful than you, and that's God. All right, guys. So I hope this blessed you. I hope you understand you're going to have times of faith where you're going to have to lean on it. Lean on your belief. And keep pressing each day. Get you enough faith to do one more day, even in those times when you feel like it's not looking great for you. Okay, press one more day. All right, so today, guys, is that day. Okay, so if it's not looking great, if you feel like you don't want to do it again, press one more day. Okay, press one more day, and then look for the hand of God to come in based on that faith when you're moving your feet. So move your feet and wait for that to happen, because it's going to happen for you if you do not quit. Keep pressing, guys. Persist. Later.